Both of them on NBA. Who is the player y'all want to see take a jump? Maybe he don't, but that's like a guy you rooted for to hit that next level. That's not on your team, because I think it's easy to say someone on your team.
You're going to say this shit because of 2K, but I really like what he was doing at the NC. Jaden McDaniels, I think, is one of those dudes that has those potentials to take a leap.
He's going to make a leap because he was a rookie.
Yeah. I think he's some of our guys that's like been in the league for a little minute.
You can take it how you want.
But I don't think you're saying that because 2K. I think he's a good player.
No, yeah, he had a lot of times where like he's literally like their go-to defensive stopper guy. Like when they have the tough guys to guard,
he's the prototypical guy to put alongside Cat for sure.
Yeah, and we talked about this the other day. Like he has that offensive upside. He can catch and shoot or take somebody off the dribble with his lane.
The only thing about Jaden McDaniels is he has to learn to be a role player, an offensive role player. Mm-hmm. He's been that guy all his life. And even at Washington in his freshman year, he had moments where he took Kevin Durant-esque shots. And in the NBA, you're not that guy offensively for the Timberwolves. Sure. It's D'Lo, it's Anthony Edwards. So he has to know his place in that. But he is a guy who can create his own shot when he gets that light, and he earns that role.
And that's why I like that his priority, or at least for the Timberwolves right now, should be that defensive side, because all the other shit
got him on the floor.
Yeah, all the other shit
just get on the floor, which is what the defense will do on the Timberwolves team, because they have enough scoring.
And don't get me wrong, those moments will come where you'll be like, damn, Jaden, you just hit that shot. Now you can start to take those shots more. So, yeah, I really
Same
like
thing we got like Cam Reddish. That's what Cam Reddish did. Cam Reddish played defense.
Him and DeAndre Hunter.
Play defense to get your minutes because we have enough scoring. Scoring is easy to find in the league. But then once you get your minutes from playing defense, you get that little role, the opportunity, like you said. Maybe you playing with the second unit and the star players are out, or you're blowing the team out, or you're getting blown out. And the next thing you know, Jaden McDaniels off the step back three, and somebody pull up mid range again, and they're like, oh shit, okay, now you get a little bit of a longer leash on offense, and now you get the confidence. So yeah, I don't think you're saying that because of 2K. And he's a good player.
Next season, I could definitely see Michael Porter Jr. No Jamal Murray for at least half of the season. From what we know of.
Is that a guy you want to see, or that's a guy you predict that will happen?
I think he will.
That's an easy one, D-Mills. Well, dig deep.
Who is somebody you want to see?
Come on,
Jonathan Isaac. He's a big guy for me. He's going to have the ultimate green light down in Orlando. He's coming off that injury. I mean, he might start off slow, but I definitely – because when he was healthy, he was definitely making, steps into becoming a much better offensive player. So I think he could definitely do it.
That was my comparison for Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, we was talking about
Jonathan Isaac.
Markelle Fultz too. Just speaking about those Magic players that got hurt. Markelle Fultz was actually having he was one of those dudes we talked about. He could have been in that competition for most improved player because he was averaging 20 points, and he started becoming into that starting point guard role a lot for them.
Who is a guy that I want to see make a leap? One of the guys I wanted to, and I said he would. He already did in his sophomore season. My bad. But I want to see him take an even bigger leap. Darius Garland. I'm a real big Darius Garland guy.
My guy is the other one.
Colin Sexton.
I want to see him get traded and fucking spaz. Whether that means he's the greatest six man or whatever, I just want him to play his role and spaz somewhere else.
It's another dude, and I just want him. I just want him to we know he could be crazy on that floor, but Jaren Jackson Jr., bro, I think he can contribute a lot. He could be one of those 20 to 25 points.
Just gotta stay healthy. Gotta stay healthy.
Yeah,
Darius Baisley is another guy. I'm ready to see Darius Baisley take that jump. Keldon Johnson.
I'm looking at a picture of Keldon Johnson as we speak. Him, Tyrese Halliburton, Patrick Williams, Obi Toppin, hanging out in Vegas.
Hey.
I'm gonna comment
on the select team.
On the select team.
Keldon Johnson. Anthony Simons. I love Anthony Simons. Now, I'm saying that one because of 2K. I'm fucking them boys up in the league with
Gary Trent Jr.
You are a Gary Trent Jr. guy.
That's another young guy, but is Elfrid Payton, not Elfrid Payton, but Elfrid Payton, would he be gone? So would IQ be starting?
Potentially.
IQ with that extra opportunity could be something nice next year.
Never know with the Knicks. But those are some guys. I'm trying to think of guys.
Miles Bridges. I love Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles Bridges. I think he had a hell of a year this year.
I would expect them to let Miles Bridges spread his wings a little bit and maybe trade P.J. Washington this offseason. Let Miles play the 4.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
That's what I want. I don't know if that's
P.J. played a lot of 5 though this year.
The thing
was that they don't have a 5.
The reason why I say I'm cool with it is because literally I'm not saying I give up on PJ, but he literally he didn't really make no noise. I think he had one big ass game.
He had like a 40 something, and
one
then
big
he
ass
had
game.
a
I don't know,
0.0
Mike. I like
rebound.
I like
Other than that,
like
he's
PJ
been relatively quiet.
I
all
like
the
PJ
noise.
Washington with LaMelo as a pick and roll partner. He reminds me of a modern David West. You get him 13, 6, and 2.5.
You don't like Miles Bridges going up there to get that joint with LaMelo?
I like the role Miles Bridges play now as like a
off the bench,
a sporadic
energies.
guy.
Yeah,
I think he got so much more left in the tank.
He can't start him. Bring PJ Washington off the bench. Play small. Experiment. Just do a lot of different things. But I wouldn't give up on PJ Washington.
I just think they're in the market for a center. That's all.
Yeah, that ain't even an opinion. That's a fact. Shit.
Yeah, and I mean, only way they get that is if they throw away
somebody. They can sign somebody.
I don't think they can. Cody Zeller's still on the contract.
He about to get off, ain't he?
I'm gonna double check it.
Man,
shit.
Are there many centers on the block on the market?
You never know until it happens.
We still talk about centers. It's all. I think it's all about fit. If they can get somebody that can run the floor with them and stuff like that.
I'm almost sure that Cody Zeller is. Because I remember looking up upcoming free agents, and I was telling Reese at the Mavs, because maybe said Cody Zeller remind me of a Maverick.